Hi, welcome to Initially Mine, the vlog format of Sequentially Yours, where I talk about a comic that I just finished reading and give you my first impressions. Today we're going to be talking about Howard the Duck #1. Saw this on the shelf as I was at the comic store yesterday, picked it up, and I gotta say, it's fun. So, little bit of background on Howard the Duck. It was actually invented way back in the 70s, and Howard was originally supposed to be a sort of sarcastic commentary on comics and on the Marvel Universe and on society in general. It was very satirical. Very good stuff, actually. I haven't read a lot of it, but what I read I've always liked. And then, of course, the infamous Howard the Duck movie happened, and suddenly the character just got the worst reputation because of this. And that's really a shame. It's also a shame the way that Marvel treated the creator for many, many years. Well, the way everybody treated the creator, let's be honest, for many, many years, but especially Marvel. That being said, any of you who saw the after-credit sequence of Guardians of the Galaxy, and by the way, this is a spoiler if you somehow have not seen Guardians yet, the after-credit sequence has the Collector having had all of his stuff destroyed by the Infinity Stone, sitting there, and turns out that Howard the Duck was part of his collection, and says something, funny, and particularly sarcastic to the Collector, as he's sitting there drinking a martini and looking pissed off. Credit to Benicio del Toro for playing opposite a CGI duck. Suffice it to say, that got a lot of attention to Howard. So I'm really not surprised that now, several months later, Marvel has created a new Howard the Duck book. And considering Secret Wars starts next month, I think that this one is probably going to survive it. I don't think you do a #1 for a book for a month or two, unless it fails miserably, which I don't think this is going to. This is written by Chip Zdarsky and drawn by Joe Quinones, both of which have excellent pedigrees, and you can tell they clearly have a sense of this character. They've read this character, they understand how he works. It's really fantastic to watch. I got the main cover, which has a lot of nice stuff to it, a lot of nice details. What's up? I just noticed the playbill on his desk is Bye Bye Birdie. And, you have some of the more recent manifestations of Marvel Comics in there. You have the female Thor out the window. You have Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. It's a nice little cover. I looked at some of the other covers. They're all nice as well, but this was my favorite. Anyway, plot-wise, kind of interesting. Starts with Howard in jail, of course. This is a fairly common thing for him. Introduces a new character by the name of Tara, who was also in jail with him, and looks like she's going to be the substitute for Beverly when we first get to her. Howard gets hired by some particularly strange-looking person who essentially wants something that was stolen from him by the Black Cat back. We get a Spider-Man cameo in this as a result. We get a She-Hulk cameo, which is actually really good. The comic is aware of itself, but it doesn't do the thing where it is always poking fun at itself. It doesn't have that mean-spirited, wow, look at how old this concept is, feel to it. It has more of a... It is recognizing that Howard the Duck is an older character who has tics that no longer really fit in the modern world. But it doesn't... I guess it doesn't blame him for them. Although that does tend to annoy people, especially She-Hulk, who's excellent. Also, another thing that I like about this is that the comic recognizes how terrifying living in a world full of superheroes and supervillains would be. One of my favorite... Let me see if I can find the panel for you. Hold on, it's in here someplace. I want you to look at this panel for a second, and look at what's on the screen on Jen Walters' computer. All right. Yeah, that's 20 cats that'll make you forget you live in a world of superpowered wonder and horror. That's kind of exactly the internet that I expect in the Marvel Universe. And it's a subtle thing, and there's a lot of really subtle things in this book, but I like that, and that's Joe Quinones just really doing his stuff with the backgrounds and with the atmosphere pieces. That's kind of part of what makes him good. That's what, that's his style, and I love it. Suffice it to say, though, yeah, Howard the Duck #1, definitely worth the read. It had me laughing. It didn't overdo the duck puns. There were duck puns, yes, but didn't overdo them. It didn't, in fact, none of the humor overstayed its welcome, which I've really got to give it credit for. But yeah, I would definitely give Howard the Duck #1 a shot, and I'm looking forward to #2. Anyway, I don't know what your opinion is, but that opinion was initially mine. Thanks for watching. Take care.